All right.
Here we
We're
go.
live.
We are live, man. I can't believe it. I literally cannot believe that we are live officially.
I can believe it, I think, but it is crazy.
I know. And unfortunately, we're not in some professional studio.
No.
So, like, it's not like we can see what people are saying or anything like that, which is fine, I guess. Whatever.
I guess I could
But
go over. I can pull up YouTube and see what's being talked about.
I'm gonna go watch the stream on YouTube as well. Like, I've got everything muted, so I know that, like, when people openly talk shit about us, we will know.
Ah,
Versus,
I see.
versus here, I mean, like, right now we've got 2 viewers, so all I got to do is go to what I'm doing, and let's go to my main page here, my channel, and I'll be able to tell who's here, sort of, maybe, unless they're lurkers, which happens all
Uh,
the time.
well, Glenn the Day Tripper is there. What's up, Glenn? How's it
Glenn,
going?
how are you? But now, did that show up? Did that show up in the live stream here? Did I have to, or did you have to look that up?
Yeah, I had to go to YouTube to see that, so I see
Oh,
that
that's
on the.
no, it's all good. Yeah, I'm watching it too. I'm watching it
Yeah,
too.
we are not professionals, people. We are figuring this out as we go.
That's right. We're just two jabronis trying. Glenn, we're just two jabronis trying to figure out life and and what we're doing. Now, if anybody wants to come live, I'm pretty sure with us. I'm pretty sure that we can probably send somebody a link or something, right? Isn't that how this works? Like, this is my first time doing this shit.
Yeah, we.
So
Yeah.
so let me go ahead and let me do a link and
I'm gonna go mute just one quick second because I'm gonna grab some headphones and I'll be right back.
that way you don't hear your voice over yourself.
That's right.
I mean, I don't think that's going to change anything. I think I need to have the headphones.
Well, let's see. Let's see what it does. Mainly,
It's not
too, I
going to fix it.
want
It's
to be able to put my phone down.
all right.
I'm
I just
gonna.
want to know if it's bleeding over into the live stream. So, like, if anybody can hear it, let us know.
Yeah.
That's
I can
that's
put
the
on
thing.
headphones and let's see
Because
how that.
my thing is, well, maybe I don't know how to make people come live. Glenn, if you want to come live, I'm pretty sure I can probably. Or if anybody wants to come live, let's see here. Video embed. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. But oh well. Well, thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. Do 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 do. I'm trying to figure this out while Mr. Big Time uh goes to get. I don't know if this will like let us, but no, I think that'll just show you. If you can join us or not. It'll just take me to the YouTube page. I wonder if that helps. Oh, try that. Boom. If you want to join, click on that, Glenn. I'm expecting to see you. All right. Look. Hey, let me add the link down here so people can come in and talk shit. Hold on 1 second. I think Aaron left. Where'd you go, bro?
Okay, I'm
Welcome,
back.
welcome back, brother. Welcome
Thank
back.
you.
I hope you found exactly what you needed to make everything work out for you.
Thank you. All right, Glenn. You got to do what the wife says. So.
That's right. Happy wife, happy life. Listen, while he's off taking care of business, I wanted to talk to you about some stuff.
Yeah.
So we didn't plan this at all. Like, we basically said, here's what's going to happen,
We're gonna go
and
live.
that's right. We're damn it, we'll do it. We'll do it live.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Bill O'Reilly. Anyway, so I kind of wanted to start this podcast to kind of figure out, here we are. We're 6 months later after everything has happened. Can we
Hmm.
talk about this? I don't want to start shit. So if you don't want me to start any shit, I'm not
We
trying to
can
start shit.
talk
I just
about.
want to.
We can talk about everything.
We can talk about everything.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I don't want to get angry emails from children again. I'm not down with that. Ugh.
Yeah. We're just not going to accuse anybody of anything, but yeah,
That's right. That's right. That's
we can
right.
talk.
That's right. Because God forbid it leads to defamation of character.
That's right.
Good Lord. Ugh. All right. Well, so uh, I think that where we are now versus where we were is leaps and bounds better,
Oh yeah.
in my opinion. Um, things weren't great 6 months ago. People were doxing other people. People were starting shit they shouldn't have started. People were acting like they were the big dog when they weren't. And some people some people got hurt, like not like physically, but at least emotionally scarred, which is not okay to do. I don't care who you are. I don't care what power you think you hold.
Right. Well, yeah.
Um,
I mean, you talk about being kind of emotionally scarred in terms of just constant abuse. Mark Van Jones is what that has to come up. That kind of got
yeah,
abused from both sides, and I agree with you. I do think we're in a better place because honestly, there are always going to be trolls for sure, and you've got some streams that have more trolls than others, but the era of the troll that just relentlessly punishes someone, punishes a creator, is kind of over for the most part.
right,
Uh, you do have still some crazies out there, but then you have kind of the community. And when I say the community, I'm referring to our little pocket at the bottom. There's lots of little pockets at the bottom. There's lots of middles and tops and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
the community kind of rose up and said, no, we're not going to put up with abuse, especially towards female creators.
right,
And so we are in a pretty good place in that regard.
yeah.
You've even got, and I'll say the name, you've even got your Princess Bubbles of the world who honestly just aren't needed.
You
Uh,
can't say that name; you'll get in
I
trouble.
know. They aren't needed. I mean, the creators that Princess Bubbles was out there to protect don't need that protection. So Princess Bubbles even is in a weird way trying to become its own entity, trying to be funny and make cultural references. So I
And
think
I
that's
mean,
kind of interesting.
yeah, and that's another thing too. Is like, you know, so just touching on that issue.
Mm-hmm.
I you know I found that. Oh, by the way, I keep posting the link in the chat so people come and follow us and they can talk crap with us. And
Anybody
you
that's
know,
just coming in, we're just doing a live show. Oh, it's Princess Bubbles. I knew Princess Bubbles.
oh
How are you,
no,
Princess
you invoked the name, and look what happened. Oh
Princess
God,
Bubbles? I
why?
didn't really say anything bad about you, but
Not yet.
anybody that's just joined us, we are not really sure what we're doing. We just
We're just
wanted to
hanging out,
talk,
causing
and so
trouble, catching up. That's what we're doing. That's all we're
exactly.
doing. So, so, uh, so go on. You were saying,
Yeah, just I mean, even if you let's look at like Bad Connection, for example.
right?
We do things whenever we feel like it. If we don't want it, we were doing Saturday shows for a while, and then we just got to where we didn't want to, and we didn't.
Right.
And then sometimes you'll see those come back, or you'll see 5 videos from us in one day. It doesn't have to follow any set pattern because you've got, Candy, myself, you've got Kitschy, the Swedes, you've got other people like Moose and D Dub and Sean Rockenboxes that may be adding things in the future. All of us work jobs, so
Yeah.
YouTube is not our job. So it's going to be very sporadic when you see sorts of things. But it was a long-winded way of just saying that my channel that started as a parody channel and has kind of went all over the map of what content I put out Dave alluded to this the other day, that the bottom of YouTube in general has kind of had a falling away. I think even some of the numbers of like the top creators are exaggerated. I don't think as many people are watching YouTube on a consistent basis as they were a year ago.
Yeah. No, I agree. Hold on, I'm gonna Facebook Dave Hughes right now. Let's see if I can get him to come on board and talk to us for a second. Is that okay?
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right.
Yeah, while we're doing that, I'll say something else. I mean, you look at some of the top people again in our little spectrum, like Adam the Woo or Jacob the Carpetbagger or somebody like that. They are You're right, Princess Bubble. Princess Bubble said Dave's channel is dying. I love Dave. I think Dave does a good job, but yeah, their videos, they're struggling to find an audience. That's why Dave kind of went fully RV bloggers, nomad bloggers, because there's kind of a built-in 3,000 or so views that you can get from that topic. But I brought up Adam and Jacob, and they're struggling to get 10% of their subscribed audience to actually watch their videos. My channel, I consistently kind of overperformed my sub count. I don't do that. I don't do that at all. And a lot of it is drama still sells.
Yeah.
If you don't have drama going on, then nobody really wants to watch. And that's not only indicative of YouTube, but that's indicative of life in general. That's the reason there are gossip magazines up at the registers when you go shop somewhere.
Yeah. And also it's funny. The reason, I knew that I would get views or I would get people watching if I wrote some garbage in my headline, for this video that we did.
Right.
And I did it specifically to draw people out.
Yeah.
And this is 100% clickbait. And I just want to see how baity the clicking gets.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Right, yeah. I'm not going to be like, OMG, it's totally not clickbait, guys. No, it is. It's 100% clickbait because we're not going to talk shit about nobody. Like, there's no reason to talk shit.
Well, that's it. There's no shit to talk anymore.
I can't believe you swore.
I know it.
God, what the hell's wrong with you?
An angel just lost its wings.
No, man, more than that. Like, Jesus is crying right now. Using bad
right,
words.
There's nothing left. That's why Princess Bubbles, if you're still here, the one thing I was saying about you earlier is just that there's not really a need for the character that you were, last year of kind of being a protector. You can be yourself. You know a lot of things. You know about pop culture. You're very good on music. You can be funny. Be yourself. Yeah. Be yourself.
Yeah, just do what do you. Don't worry about other people. Don't white knight for the ones who don't give a fuck about you.
No.
Be real. I
guess we could stir a little bit of something if you want to.
I mean, it's up to you, man. I'm going to let you lead this conversation.
All right. So I did happen to see a little bit of...
Whoa. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you just see that too?
I did, yeah.
So...
Well, Princess Bubbles, we're saying that you don't have to.
You don't have to go anywhere, dude.
Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere. You can do whatever you want to do. Just, be chill and be...
live your life.
Yeah, be cool with everybody.
Do your thing. Listen, the reason Aaron and I wanted to do YouTube was because we wanted to have fun. And the fact that we have to have this conversation at all and make it public makes YouTube less fun. Half the reason that the Josh, and I'll admit it, the half the reason the Josh JX channel just kind of sucks is because I've been consistently, I got harassed when I was doing my moose stuff. And now that I've got this new job, I don't have time to dedicate to the same shit that I did, and my brain half the time is like, no, why the fuck even bother?
Right.
And the reason I brought the moose stuff back is because I need a platform to talk where I don't have to worry about demonetization or any of that shit. I'll get that, I'm pulling down 30 views on each video, which is better than nothing.
That's right.
And I would rather have 30 views and 5 comments than then
Talking about just that really quick, what you just hit on.
mm-hmm.
I saw a channel, and I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to embarrass them. I saw a channel where the guy was like pouring his life story out. It was like a 30-minute video, and I came across it because I follow another similar channel to this person. And I sat and watched, and I watched the whole 30 minutes. And I was commenting to another friend of mine on YouTube, and I said, "Yeah, I watched this." He's like, "Why did you watch that?" I said, "Because I felt bad. The guy had 3 views, 3
Wow.
on his life story, and that just that killed me. I was like, you know, I just want that guy to at least, and I left a comment. I just want that guy to at least know, hey, I watched it. You took the time to talk about your life. Yeah, it may have not reached thousands of people, but hey, I watched it and it touched me.
I want you to Facebook me that link when you get a second.
Yeah, I will. I'll do that
because I definitely want to watch that before I pass out tonight.
Yeah, I just that just kind of really touched my heart that this poor guy, like nobody knows who he is in the world. Those 3 views may have been him clicking on the video, and
Right.
I at least wanted him to know that yeah, some other human being saw the story that you were trying to tell.
Do you think he's like, this sounds really mean, but do you think that he's like, you remember in The Office when Andy is watching the promo to the I don't know if you remember this. Andy's watching the promo on YouTube for the documentary that they're releasing for The Office. Like
Yes,
towards the end of the series, and every time he goes, "Oh my God!" Every time I click it, the views keep going up. I'm gonna be famous one day. Like, do you think it's like that?
it could have been.
God, I know that's so mean, and I'm like, I'm trying to shy away from that shit so hard now. But but touching back, so Aaron, where were you gonna go?
Well, where I was going to go was with I was sent a message that hey, you need to tune in to Jacob the Carpetbagger. So after a long deep sigh, I said, "Okay, what's going on?" So I noticed that Jacob was talking about Anthony pretty hard again,
Okay,
uh, mentioning his full name, where he lives.
that's not okay to do.
Uh, it's not, and I understand. Well, I say I understand as much as I can.
I mean, it's and you let me know if I'm wrong. And
Yeah,
I honestly, I can't believe I'm interrupting you. I think I just love the sound of my own voice. Let's face it, I'm an egomaniac. Um,
yeah.
but but do you think and this is probably just me bullshitting, but do you think that in his mind, Jacob is basically feels like he's properly defending himself with
I do for sure. Yeah,
and I can because I can see that I can see
right.
using fire to fight fire, but and it I don't know how much of what he says is true. I don't know how much of what he says is I'm getting phone calls at all hours of the night. I'm getting this. I'm getting that. Like there was one time where he was going live on a phone call and some guy was chewing him out, and it was like 2 in the morning. I don't know if that was scheduled. I don't know if that was one of his
That
friends.
was a weird phone call. I remember that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And honestly, if anybody is doing that shit, you shouldn't be doing that. You need a life.
Oh
Grow the
yeah.
fuck up. Like that's kind of what I take from that. But go on. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I think you hit a perfect segue with what I was trying to say. Is I don't think anybody is all good or all bad, and I don't like the fact of I understand if in his perception of what can I do? I want this guy to quit harassing me. What can I possibly do? I'm going to get on and I'm going to talk about it.
Right.
And, I know both of the parties involved. I know Anthony. I think a little bit better. I have
Mm-hmm.
seen that side of Anthony, and when Anthony tells me, "Hey, I don't do this," then I believe Anthony. But I don't know.
Right.
So I don't begrudge the Carpetbagger going on there and saying stuff. I
Yeah.
really wish to just
I've
stay
never
away
seen
from the
I've never
full.
seen that sort of behavior out of him anyway. I've never seen that sort of behavior out of Anthony anyway. So I tend to lean towards Anthony's side too.
Yeah, but I mean also if you've got somebody that in the Carpetbagger's case that, if for him it seems like he's being harassed, I understand, but I just, again, it seems like the best thing to do is to stay away from the name, stay away from that. That just seems like it would embolden somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep going hard. And
yeah, no, I get it, 100%. I get it.
And I will say that when me and Swedes and Anthony and others called the radio station that the Carpetbagger was on, Carpetbagger has 117,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but how many views is he getting per video though?
He's getting in the 8,000 to 10,000 range. But we got through to that radio station without problem.
Yeah, it's a small, so I did my research, dude. That's a small station. That's a small ass FM station.
Yeah,
or AM station.
Very small station. But the main point I was trying to make with that is that, Jacob's putting out his name and all this kind of stuff to his white knights, and I don't think there really are that many white knights on his side. And Princess Bubbles, I see, is saying some things about Anthony, and yeah, if there's things that have been done, we're certainly not saying to do any of that. Leave
right.
people alone. Why, don't harass people in any way. But also on the other side, don't ramp up your own white knights or trolls or whatever.
Right. Why the fuck should you do that too? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. That makes zero fucking connection. Or zero fucking sense.
Yeah. Oh. And I know Carpetbagger was mad at us for the radio station deal, but it was hilarious. It added some. He was able to say his side of what he wanted to. The radio station did a good job of letting him get out his story, and there was pretty much an equal number of pro Carpetbagger call-ins. But the prank calls were hilarious, and it made it even funnier. So
yeah,
I know he was upset at the time, but it was all in good fun.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it, and I know how radio works. After working, after working in the industry for so long, it, at least with radio, I know that having shit like that breaks up the monotony. There we go, light 1080. All right, so I'm doing some research into this radio station, and I'm trying. So it's KSCO. Signal, KSCO Tower. All right.
In Santa Cruz or somewhere? I can't remember where it was.
So KSCO is in Santa Cruz, but it's an AM station, which means, I loved working in radio. I thought it was a good time.
Yeah. Could I ask one real quick thing before?
By all means.
I want to ask one quick thing, and then I want to come back to you about radio, because I want to talk to you about radio.
Yeah.
So, Princess Bubbles, I want to ask you something, because I want to ask it about a particular subject that somebody who has no involvement with YouTube whatsoever, and that's my wife. I want to ask you, did you make a fake profile of my wife?
Yeah, now's the time to be honest, Princess Bubbles. I bet
I want to be honest about that, and I'm not. I should be furious. I'm not. If you are honest with me and just say, "Yep, that was me," I'll say, I got it. I think I got it taken down. I didn't see it again, but that there was no point to that.
That was a little stupid.
And if it wasn't you, then it's one. Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Princess Bubbles, and I believe you, because I would say then that means that it was one of Jacob's fans that did that. It has to be. So in essence, him ramping up his people is starting into things like that. And there were some really heinous things said out of that profile with my wife's picture on it. And
wow.
Rosie, for instance, sweet Rosie, thought that was my actual wife.
No.
Oh, yeah. So I even, when I was talking to Rosie about it, I said, wait a minute. You think that that's my actual wife? You think she's saying that stuff? She's not even on YouTube. So that pissed me off, but I appreciate it, Princess Bubbles, and I 100% believe that you didn't do it. So I appreciate you answering that. So back to you, Moose. So
right, yeah. So
Go ahead.
So I'm now doing research on radio stations from what I remember. So let's see, where's the wiki? Oh, where's the Wikipedia for it? Like lots have changed at my previous work. So the radio station um that had Jacob on was 10,000 watts. Okay, the tower was 10,000 watts. To give you an idea as to kind of the size of that, the radio station that I used to work at in Indianapolis, it was 13,000 watts. So, and the radio station in Indianapolis, like I used to be able to get the station I worked at from, oh boy, talking shit, from
I understand that.
what?
I don't understand. Probably had to do with your MFJ witch hunt. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get that either. We'll just let it go.
Yeah,
Clearly,
I'm very
you
good friends
know,
with Mark Van Jones, and
clearly the good princess is not
he would say the same thing. But back to you.
is not open to actually chatting with us via Google Hangout, which I get, but it doesn't make sense to me why they just won't come on to the Google Hangout. I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. Um, so anyway, so just to give you an idea, the station I worked at reached about like 12 to 15 counties, which is a lot of it's big. It's big. Like I was down south about almost 2 hours away, and I was still getting it. And that was with all the Indiana foothills and everything like that. It was insane. So yeah, no, that like that kind of stuff is that kind of stuff makes sense. So it was a pretty decent sized AM station. So I'm still not familiar with how the AM FM. It doesn't matter. I'm being an idiot now. I'm being a nerd.
Well, the thing I kind of got from is the station like a pay for play station. That's kind of what I saw. Some of it, a lot of its shows are just paid programming, essentially.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I saw. But a bigger question: when are you going to get back into radio, sir?
That's a great question. Right now I've got this current job where I am a sales development dude. I don't know what the hell I do. I just make phone calls. I smile and nod, and all that shit.
That's good that you smile. That makes a difference over the phone. That's what I always taught people in call centers.
Yeah, let's calm down. Anyway, I mean, I like what I do, and I think that there is a how do I say this? I like what I do, but I don't necessarily see myself doing it in say 10 years.
Right.
I want to get back into radio. I want to get back into all of that. That's the goal. Radio, TV, maybe if I dare say, move out to Hollywood, work out there. Who knows? I mean, life is weird. After working on several other projects besides the one that I'm currently working on, which is get Josh back into radio. I'm also I just want to make sure that everything else is taken care of.
Well, dude, I say go for it and live life. I had the bug to do things behind the scenes in film and stuff, and I went to acting school, and I was in some student films and different things like that, and got to meet some celebrities back in the day, back in the 2001 era.
Yeah.
And I after that met the love of my life, and kind of had to get a job, and got a job, and kind of got into retail, and then retail management and training and development, and just kind of stayed there. And I've been happy in that, but I've always kind of wondered, what if? And so for you have that bug to stay in the entertainment side of things. Don't let anything keep you from that. You got to go do it.
I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. Now I'm just working on it. Just trying to one day at a time type deal. Life is long, but life is short.
It is, yeah.
So I've got a 5-year plan, and this is a conversation that we'll have later. about where I see myself in a little bit with the company that I'm working for. But I think this was pretty successful first run. Honestly, we have 5 people watching now, and we can, is there? I mean, we can touch on some other stuff too. I think that this podcast series is gonna probably take off pretty good.
Yeah. So what we plan to do, everybody, is probably this is going to move to Bad Connection.
Yeah. Once you get your information back.
Yeah, I had some major computer issues while I was out of town all last week in Tennessee. And when I got back, my computer decided to have a midlife crisis. And, so I've been picking up the pieces from that and having trouble getting into all my different accounts. So that's why we're not on Bad Connection tonight. But we will be on Bad Connection soon, and I'll probably end up like uploading this to Bad Connection anyway. But
yeah, that's fine.
Going forward, like Mr. Moose said, we we just said, hey, we're going to do this. We didn't even have a topic. We just came on here. Everything we're talking about right now is completely off the cuff, just as me and Mr. Moose McClure would talk about over the phone or something. So this is fun.
It's okay. Listen, if you slip up and call me Josh, it's fine.
I've been trying really hard not to.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Like if you slip up and call me Josh, it's fine. The reason I have this other, never mind. We don't have to have this discussion now. Anyway,
so tell me about your recent interaction with some pretty awesome awesome YouTubers.
Yeah. So recently I had the pleasure of hanging out with Tampa J and Tennessee Eagle 3, which I've known Tampa J for almost a year now, and I've known Tennessee Eagle for about that same amount of time. I don't really remember what video necessarily made me gravitate toward Tampa J's channel, but I can remember what video made me. Hey, Gomez, it's me and Big Time. But I definitely can remember which video gravitated me towards Tommy's channel. Tommy was really big into the Rockafire explosion.
Oh yeah.
From
I love that. Showbiz the place.
Yeah, I love the Rockafire explosion too. They were solid. They were a solid band / whatever the hell they were, animatronic band. They really brought me into my own. And honestly, I watched that video and then I watched this other one, and those 2 videos combined. Thanks, Gomez. That's really nice of you. I hope you're well too. Like those 2 videos combined garnered him like 500,000 views.
Yeah.
Like let me go in here. What I wanted to do is if I had more time or space here at the house, which I didn't, which sucked because there's no room at the inn. But if I had more time, I would have definitely let them stay here, and then we would have hung out more. Let me see here. So Tennessee.
While you're doing what you're doing, one thing that now, Josh, there's some age difference between us, quite a bit, right? You're 31.
Yeah, but you're only 38, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll be 38 next month. So yeah, so not too much, but yeah, I know with Rockafire, for me, I just barely remember it. So did you ever actually get to see them in showbiz?
Yes.
Okay, good.
There was a time period before there was the conversion from Chucky Cheese or from showbiz to Chucky Cheese, and the pizza place that I went to, so this sounds so stupid. So I might as well just be like, I might as well just tell the story, get it over with. So the pizza place that I went to was Showbiz Pizza in a part of the town called Castleton, which I don't know if I can show my screen if that'll work. Let me see, Castleton, Indiana. All right. And we'll bring it up on a map. All right, so why doesn't it let me show my screen? Close out my Facebook so nobody thinks I'm being weird. All right.
SNL did this parody of Rockafire, and they had this one song that just keeps going in my mind. Is I want some pizza, pizza. I want some pizza pie. I want pizza, pizza, pizza girl, pizza guy.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, I'm going to show you my screen. Are you ready?
Yes.
I hope this works. Show my entire screen. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Share it. Okay, now can you see my screen? Can you see your face?
Yes.
Okay. So this is now. Can you see where I'm at?
I can. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. So I grew up. I'll show you my. Actually, you know what? I'll even use my old address. So I can't believe we're doing this. I can't believe we're having this much fun right now.
I know it.
Can you hear me typing too?
No, that was me typing. You probably heard.
Okay, I was like, what the hell's going on? All right. Let's see. It's not, my computer is such a piece of shit. North. Oh, hell. Come on. North. Yeah, I need a better computer.
Going on a map quest, baby.
All right, so I grew up in this neighborhood, which is the North Catherine Drive.
That he sees a tiny square. Are you
What's
watching
that?
a phone, Princess Pebbles, or on your computer?
Well, yeah, because if you're watching on your phone, all right. So this is where I lived. This is Catherine Drive, blah blah. You know, from 1987 to what 2003 or no 2001 maybe. All right, so I'm living there, doing my thing, and there was. Let's zoom out here. There's 465. That brings us up. Come on. There's 56th Street. Now, all this neighborhood back here where my arrow is, no, not there. Over here, the Brendanwood Common. That's like, for some reason, there were these pockets of, like, really nice neighborhoods, like professionally built, custom homes, and around them was just garbage. Like, just fucking, people were getting robbed and shit. It was not conducive. All right, so there's 82nd Street. There's the place where I got that big fish, and there's the Chucky Cheese right there that became a Rockafire explosion.
Okay.
But as you can see, all around there, it's where the mall is and everything like that. And it was, I mean, I really enjoyed it, and that's where I went. I can't believe I showed you guys that. That felt ridiculous. So there you go. Back to stupid old me.
A little bit of the life of Moose. That's awesome.
Yeah. So now you know. So there you go.
My early memories of the Rockafire, I was scared to death of them as a child. It freaked me out seeing these animatronic things, and then slowly I began to love them. And,
right.
And then I kind of aged out of it, I guess. But I still, until recently, I don't know where they are with this most recent move. But I used to have the toys that they sold at Showbiz. And,
really?
Yeah, I wish I still had them because I know they're pretty collectible now. But the thing about like Chucky Cheese versus Showbiz, the Showbiz animatronics were so much better than the much cheaper Chucky Cheese version. Now, I always thought that Chucky Cheese bought out Showbiz, but it was the other way around. Showbiz bought out Chucky Cheese and then decided to, in a cost-cutting move, get rid of the Rockafire explosion.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Yeah.
But I didn't mean to get us off on Rockafire, but back to your
right. Well, before we go back to all that stuff with the Rockafire and everything like that, but before I go to Tennessee Eagle 3, if you want, you can check out. There's a Rockafire explosion documentary.
Yeah, it's great.
It's pretty great. So yeah, no, that's so Tampa J and Tennessee Eagle 3 and I, we went up north, and Tampa J picked me up from my house because he was in Kokomo because he went to go see the Kokomantis, and I think I think honestly, and I would have done it too. I think he was trying to find Adam because Adam was up there, and I don't blame him because I would do the same thing. I'm not, I don't think I'm better than anybody else.
Right.
I know what I would do too, which is the exact same fucking thing. And that would be to find, to find the person who inspired me to do what I do. But you know how Adam is. Adam shoots probably 4 or 5 days in advance,
Right.
And that's it. That's it. So, but so he wasn't there, which is fine, whatever. But he hung out with somebody else, and then he came and got me. We went up to Lafayette. We stayed at this old this Motel 6 would have just been renovated in the last 5 years. And while it had been smoked in, the bed was super comfortable, and Gomez, that's kind of a downer.
Well, Gomez, we're gonna believe that we are gonna see you again. And,
yeah, Gomez, we'll see you tomorrow. We know how this works. We'll see you tomorrow. You'll be fine.
That's right. That's right, Gomez. You're gonna go in. They're gonna get you the help that you need, and you're gonna get the rest that you need.
Yup.
And you're gonna feel good.
Yup.
Thank you for saying I did some funny stuff, Gomez. I appreciate it. I've done a lot of weird stuff, but there's been some funny along the way, so I appreciate that.
Same. So Tennessee Eagle, Tampa J, and myself, we all went up to Lafayette. We went to dinner at this place called Bruno's, and I took them on their first excursion to the Neon Cactus, which if everybody watches my channel, they know that I have a secret love affair with that place. I don't really make it so secret, let's be real.
When you said secret love affair, I was going to be like, oh, wait, who is she?
Where's he going with this? Where's he going with this? No, man. I just, it's one of those things where they had never been, and I thought, what a great thing to do. And Tennessee Eagle 3 drove up from Tennessee that day just to go to the Neon Cactus with Jay and I.
Oh, wow.
He drove up from, he lives in Nashville. He drove up from Nashville, which is like a 6-hour drive. You know how far that drive is. That's a haul. Dude, that's a haul.
It is.
And he drove, and then he stayed at a Comfort Suites, which was, several, like literally one hotel over from us. And dude, I've never had such a great time, looking for the side show. What was it? I call it side street stuff, but the stuff that's kind of off the beaten path. We went up to Indiana Beach, and I did drone the Indiana Beach area, and I was well within my FAA legal rights. So before anybody tries to be like, OMG, I'm gonna call the FAA and talk shit. No. I was well within my rights. And I knew where I had to go and what I had to do and which way I had to fly in order to make it look good. So,
I just want to say real quick too, you're not a downer, Gomez.
Right.
This is a community of people, and anything that you want to say here and get some feedback from us, and
you're more than welcome to.
I don't get to interact with you a ton because I know you're in a lot of Mark stuff, Mark Fun Jones, and a lot of times when Mark is going live, because of the time change and where I'm at, I'm either still working or doing odd things. But it's always good to hear from you, Gomez, and you having that knowledge of your health and be vocal with the doctors, and we honestly all have to do that when we go in for anything. But you were not a downer at all.
At all. 100%. 100%. You're good folks. And we
So Moose, when you met with Tampa J, did you want to force Tampa J to cover his face?
No, that's what's funny. That's what's funny is that so like recently because here's what's gonna make me sound like a dick. But I've been so busy at work that I haven't had a chance to really watch very many YouTubers that I follow. Like
Yeah.
I'm 2 months in arrears with Phil DeFranco. I barely see any Casey Neistat. And there's like no point in watching the Phil DeFranco show now because it's the drama succeeds or whatever, when it's
I don't watch just a ton of YouTube. I watch.
right.
I try to watch Dave every other day, if not every day, to get my little update on my little corner of the bottom and nomads and stuff. I watch all the people that are in Bad Connection, of course, Miss Candy and Miss Kimberly and the Swedes and Josh JX.
Who's that guy?
Everybody subscribe to that channel.
That's right. The 4 people watching should subscribe to Josh JX
when he goes live. And
Chad just
but outside of that, I find myself going like weeks without seeing somebody, and I'm like, oh yeah, that person, I forgot.
Well, sometimes the Facebook algorithm, or not the Facebook, the YouTube algorithm sucks with that kind of stuff, and you will either get it.
It's still Zuckerberg's fault somehow.
The Zuck just grilling some lean meats at his house. Did you see that video where he talks about grilling these meats?
Yes.
Oh, so
every time
it
comes on, I expect for him to say, "I am a human, just like all of you."
That's right. Let's go eat some batteries. I mean, human food. LOL. Like that kind of shit. Let's see. On Hangouts, we're doing a podcast for the next 15 minutes. We'll call another 15, then we'll call it. So we'll make it an hour. That way, people aren't bitching and moaning about it. I want to see.
Yeah, Princess, I can understand that. You are in a ton of live streams, so you're dedicated.
You are. That's right. Yeah. PV, you are definitely a dedicated individual. But real quick, touching back on the line between. Can we talk about the line between dedication and white knighting, or is that too far?
No, we can talk about anything.
All right. Okay. So, I know, but I also don't want to I don't want to start shit, but at the same time, I kind of want to start shit because I'm an idiot. So, but
send all your hate mail to Moose McClure.
That's right. Yeah, you send
box.
Send all your fucking hate mail to me. I don't care. Let's do it. I'll probably respond with cat memes. I'll respond with cat memes. It'll be a good time. So I'm gonna send Chad the link here. See if he'll show up. There we go. That's for your Google Hangouts there, Chad. Hopefully you'll be here. No, I just touching back, I don't understand, and I'm sure we'll talk about this in another show because it'll come up again and again and again. I just don't understand why the White Knights are white knighting for for people who don't give a fuck about them.
Well, I think majority of your white knights, as it were, are hoping to curry favor with their respective creator of choice. Now, Princess Bubbles, I'm not referring to you.
That's right. We're not saying any names. I'm just confused.
I'm not trying to kiss your butt either, but I'm just saying I don't think you are trying to do that. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the creators that you have supported, I think, already talk with you and hold you at a certain level of esteem already. But other people who white knight, I think that's definitely what they're trying to do, is to just get noticed and recognized, and even down to when you look at super chats. Super chats, some people send them. I sent one to Kitty Travels the other day just to be funny. She was doing a trivia, and I sent her one, and I said, let Big Time win. And then you have other people who send them to get their channel noticed, and then you have other people that just send them just for them to get noticed.
I didn't know Kitty was doing super chat. That's cool.
Yeah, I think she has had it enabled as long as she whenever it came out and all.
How do you is that just something that you click on and it says
it's enabled? I have 1,000. I think it's 1,000 subscribers, I believe.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then then it
Yeah,
can rain. That money can rain down.
that's that's right. All you gotta do is open up super chat, and then all of a
That's
sudden
right.
it's make money, money, make money, money, woo! So I
Twerk
get
under all that money. That money, all those Benjamins. It
that's
can
right.
be, Bubbles, absolutely. Super chat can be useful.
That's right. It can be useful. That's very true. It can be useful to extort money out of people who what? No, I'm sorry. That's not appropriate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just
Well, and even some of the, I mean, you say that, and there's a lot of truth in that. Even some of the creators that utilize it are utilizing it so much. Let me take a step back. When you enable it, it's there. So it's not like they're opening up a live stream and they're saying, okay, this live stream, I'm going to do a super chat. No, it's just always there. So I want to not come down on them so hard because it's like I say, it's not like they're clicking an option every time they come on, but it just seems that way because money has tightened for the creators, especially the creators that are just kind of eking out a living, like
yeah,
Jacob and Adam are.
yeah,
They're having to do everything they can. I think that even contributed to Adam selling large Marge. His rent in Los Angeles is not cheap.
oh yeah,
So
at all,
he's doing less longer trips. He's
100%.
doing uh, even shorter videos. Sometimes everybody's feeling the crunch of trying to produce content that makes your base happy, but try and find a way to eke out a living. So those that are doing YouTube as a full time in a job in a way, I respect them because it's tough. But
Yeah,
and I'm
I mean,
sorry
that
that's kind
takes
of a
some
tangent.
skill, man.
Go
That
ahead.
stuff.
Go ahead.
No, no, that kind of shit takes some skill to be able to do that,
Yeah, it does. You're
and
right. You're
and to
right. It
pull that
takes
off as a
skill to be able
job.
to do it as a job for sure.
Yeah, so that's.
The only people that I would get over into the infamous e-beggar word, and I know that's
That's
horrible
a
to
dirty
hear. That's
word.
horrible to hear. The only
Yes.
people that I think kind of fall into that category, and the only people that I have never really respected, and maybe I've talked crap about, if that's the way people want to view me, is people that expect for their lifestyle to be subsidized. They give their subscribers a guilt trip every time they do a video that, if you want me to have this camera and you want me to take great shots and you want this to be in 4K and I could really use this zoom lens and I could blah 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 blah. I really want to go to Italy and I really want to da 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 da. It's okay to provide options for your fans to
Man,
be,
that sounds familiar.
yeah, but to expect it to just and then berate your fans if they are not giving you a certain level of money. That's the only time I've ever really had
Right.
an issue. I'll tell one other just really quick story. I'm going to give it back over to Moose, who is much more interesting than yours
Stop.
truly.
No, I like your stories. Go on.
I was in New Orleans, walking with my wife, and
You see any boobs?
not this time. This was not Mardi Gras,
Oh.
but so we're walking down the street, and this guy approaches us. It's an Indian guy, and he goes, "Hello, excuse me." And I go, "Yeah, how are you?" "I am fine, sir." And he holds out these two hats, and he goes, "Will you put this hat on?" And
No.
it was a nice little red hat, and I put the hat on, and he goes, "You have won the Party Pooper Award." And I'm like, "What? What is this dude talking about?" And he turns to my wife. He goes, "He is Party Pooper." And he just went on. And I said, "What are you talking about?" It's what it amounted to. He was just trying to sell the hat. And I said, "How much for the hat?" And so he told me. He said, I would have probably bought two hats if you hadn't had this whole song and dance about how I need to pay for these hats." And that's the way I feel about some of these people that, again, berate the people that watch their videos.
Yeah.
And the, Princess Bubbles, he should have. Maybe he did. Maybe he did do that in the hat. But I
Ew.
bought the hat, but I was really kind of pissed off because me and my wife were having a fantastic time, and he just pulls me aside and just does this whole song and dance. And that reminds me sometimes of what we see from some of the channels is just this whole long drawn out. Okay, what do you need? Just tell us. And if your fans want to support you, they will. Well,
Right.
I don't Princess Bubbles. That's the thing. I don't watch their videos. So you're right. I don't watch them. But I was just telling you, those are just my feelings on who I think cross over into that e-beggar category. But you're right. I don't watch them.
Yeah.
Back to you, Mr. Moose.
Well, no, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I think we're past the e-beggar. I think, honestly, for the most part, most of us are past the whole e-beggar thing. I think a lot of us are.
Well, let me. So Princess Bubbles said, yes, you do. So Princess Bubbles, I've not watched Jordan in months. I've not watched
That's what you were talking about?
I have watched.
No.
Do I?
Is that who you were talking about? Was Jordan? No.
Well, I'm just assuming that's who he thinks I'm talking about. I did watch Carpetbagger tonight. You are correct. You are correct. But the only time I see any of their stuff is on Dave Hughes' channel. I don't watch their videos. I don't go to their live streams. There are people I know that do go to every one of their live streams, and I don't have time for that. This job has kept me far busier than I ever anticipated.
Same.
And so I admire those of you that can go to every, exactly. The same with Moose and his new job. We don't even get to talk as often as we did because of that, because we're both so busy. But those of you that go to every live stream that there is, more power to you. We don't have time.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time.
I got work I gotta do. I gotta pay the fucking bills.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, this was good. We sussed it out, and I think we did pretty good. So if you're still watching, you're the true MVP. And always
and Princess Bubbles, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, and thanks for being super cool and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. You were actually a nice person, and we greatly appreciate that. As always, if you give this video a thumbs down or talk shit, you have herpes. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you soon. Next time you can find us on, hopefully, on Bad Connection.
You'll find us on Bad Connection, and we'll have some topics. But thanks for hanging out with us.
That's right. And if you wanna give us some topics, feel free to do so. Just write them down in the comments down below, or shoot me an email, Moose McClure or Moose Rants, 87@gmail.com. That's Moose RANTS 87@gmail.com. I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. And as always, keep your eyes to the sky, my friends, because you never know what you're gonna see.